You know what would be better than watching this commercial? Watching your commercial. Join the party that is Make Your Day Richer TV by advertising your brand, business, or project during the show. Use us to promote what you're doing to make our viewers' day richer. 1 month of advertising starts at $200. Scan the QR code or visit makeyourdayricher.com/advertising to start promoting today.
Make your day richer than it was before. Got some good times knocking upon your front door.
Oh, welcome everyone to Make Your Day Richer. I'm Richard Wilmore, and I am here with Mandy Nicholson. Good morning, but afternoon to you.
Yes, good afternoon. How are you?
I am great. How are you?
I'm really good, thank you.
Good. One of the things I love about the show is that I get to talk to people from all over. Tell everybody where you're from.
I live in Scotland in the UK, which is beautiful and sunny today.
Okay, good. And it's afternoon there, correct?
It is, yes.
But I mean, you're doing so many wonderful, great, fun things. But I want to talk about the book first that's coming out on the 11th. Do you want to talk about that?
Absolutely love to. Yes, we are going to be launching Beyond the Ordinary on the 11th of October. This is a self-help guide written by me. It started off as a freebie on my website with observations I'd made of the creative women that I work with. And I ended up with 35 of them. It was my most popular freebie. And one day I thought, that's 35 chapters. Yes, so that could be a book.
Creative genius.
Yes. And then I thought what would make this a really rich and in-depth book would be to add stories of real creative and neurodivergent women and weave them through my chapters. So it has ended up as quite a chunky book with over 100,000 words and some amazing stories in it.
And we've had some of the authors on the show, which has been really fun to get to talk about this book. How long did it take to put all of this together with all of these people?
It's been a passion project. The freebie's been on my website since 2021, and I've been kind of writing in the background since then, adding a new chapter on a weekly basis. And then it's taken about 6 months to get the ladies to come together, the right women with the right stories. So yeah, probably about 2.5 years in total.
I love that. Can you tell kind of maybe some sneak peeks of some of the stories or what people are going to find in the book?
I mean, obviously it's about creativity and neurodiversity. I see a huge connection between creative genius and ADHD, autism, and all the spectrum disorders. A lot of the ladies that come to me may not even be diagnosed yet. They may be getting diagnosed in later life. But we have stories in there about addiction, which is something that's linked to spectrum disorders, about cancer diagnoses. We've got people telling their story about autism and why they were diagnosed late, because it's a bit of a boys' club, actually. Boys are easier to diagnose than girls. So there's a lot in there.
Wow. Who would you say that the book is for, or who should be reading this book?
Anybody. I mean, it's for women that may think they're, the weirdo in the room, the one that's always felt different, the one that stood out from everybody else, that maybe has struggled with things and didn't know why. It's definitely for them. But we've got some younger women writing about how it was for them during school and how it was for them being fobbed off as being diagnosed with anxiety and depression instead of what was actually going on, which was autism or ADHD. So I think it's for parents, it's for children, it's for teens. I mean, it's not for children. There's some tough stories in there. It's for over 18s, but for teens and parents, it's going to be really valuable.
And it comes out on October 11th. Is
11th.
there going to be a big, I heard there's going to be kind of a little party for it?
Yes, I'm the keynote speaker at Social Impact Live in Bolton Stadium on the 11th of October, and I'm launching it during my keynote speech, and then we're having a VIP party in the evening. Yeah.
How fun. I wish I had a plane ticket. And then where can people in the rest of the world order the book and get the book?
Well, it'll be on Amazon on the 11th, on Kindle, on .co.uk and .com, and then it'll be available to pre-order in paperback and in hardback from the 12th of October. So it'll be globally available then.
And what do you hope people take away from reading this book?
Well, I see this book as part of really a mission for us to, and it may be the first of many books. Maybe next time I'll write about men's stories or teen stories. I see it as something that's starting to get these stories out there that have been untold. Loads of these women just keep quiet and don't tell their stories and don't share this. It's a very brave thing they've done coming forward.
Yeah, I know. I forgot which author was here, but she was saying that to get diagnosed, there's like a waiting list of years to even
4 years. Yeah, minimum 4 years over here. And in Scotland, there is no waiting list. You can't get diagnosed if you're not a child. So, you just got to kind of live with it. Yeah.
When I'm guessing this kind of came from maybe your own, like, wait, am I neurodivergent? Like, when did that happen for you?
Both of my children are on the spectrum. My daughter is autistic and ADHD. My son is autistic, and I've spent so many years being that tarantula mother, fighting for them through school to keep them in mainstream schools and make sure they had the right education. And it was actually lockdown when I had time to kind of breathe and look at them and look at me. And I thought, you know what? I know where they've got it from. It's come from me, but we figured life out using creativity. My daughter's just got a first-class honours degree in art and design. My son is doing really well. They're functioning in society because we've used creativity, and I've fought for them. Not everybody has that.
Yeah. And they should. And it's so I've worked for nonprofits that are promoting the arts. This entire show is about the arts and creativity. And I think what people assume about art is one that, like, you have to paint. Art is paint. And there's so much more than that. And you get to decide what you love and then go for it. And that it's expensive. And it doesn't have to be that either.
Really isn't. I run creative retreats here in Scotland. And one of the very things that I do is I paint on anything. We paint on walls, we create from nothing. And a lot of my artists are very environmentally conscious.
Yeah, I want to talk about your retreats, and I want to talk about what is a creative genius, because you can look at that and maybe think, well, I'm not good at art, so I'm not the creative genius. But tell everybody what you do. Obviously, you are a creative genius, but you consult with them as well.
I call myself the creative genius consultant because I love working with these creative geniuses. They don't see their genius very often when they come to me. And it's my job to hold up a mirror and say, look at your creative genius. Let's pull out what it is you truly love to do that brings you the most joy and gives you, and is a passion for you. And let's create a business model around that thing, because so often people are trying to hammer square pegs into round holes with creatives, and it just doesn't work.
Yeah, 100%. What's your, what do you love? What art forms do you love? Obviously writing.
Yes, I write. I'm a painter as well, but I majored in textiles at uni. So I love embroidery and tapestry and creating things from fabrics as well as painting. And I also love multimedia. So using those fabrics and handmade papers in my work. Yeah. Did
you come from an artistic or creative family, or were you the one to go off
No, I was the weirdo in the room. That I've always been the one that just went off and did my own thing and did all the creative stuff. Yeah.
That's so fun. How can people work with you and connect with you? And do you work with people outside of Scotland, or do you have virtual stuff?
I work with people all over the world. I have a lot of ladies from the US on my program at the minute. So you can work with me through what my Creative Mastermind program, which is a 12-month online program. It's an online teaching platform supported with fantastic business coaching from me. I have a mindset coach. I've got a tech support team, and we help you and guide you. It's 12 months because I think creatives need that long to really establish the habits and routines that are going to allow them to give themselves permission to charge their worth and make some money.
And is it for people who already know they're creative, already have that, or is it for someone who wants to and maybe dabble in it and see if it is for them?
It's for everybody, really. Although I'm niched down to creative women, I am traditionally educated at degree level, and I've worked in retail for 25 years. I'm a business coach. I just love working with the creatives, but I have ladies on my program right now that you wouldn't consider traditionally creative, and we work business models for them. I think it's whatever you want to do. There are no barriers to that. Don't be forced down a certain road by somebody who's telling you must do this, 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 and this to make money.
Yeah. Or you have to be this, and this to be creative. Yeah, I love that. And when I was doing research on you and everything you're doing, your retreat looks amazing. And so I want to talk about that. And can you tell me about the retreat and how that came about and what it is?
In 2019, when I launched my creative business and bought my dream home for cash, which was a big thing in my life, you can read that in my story, The Life I Won. I put a castle on my vision board. I wanted a castle in Scotland where I could run creative retreats for women from all over the world. And I knew it was a big dream, and I knew it might take me 10 years. And then I lost my husband in lockdown. He died in April 2020 when COVID really hit hard. And I thought, you know what? He would want me to follow my dreams. He would want me to do something. So I put the house on the market. It sold the same day to a cash buyer. So the universe was telling me I had to go. So I decided to move to Scotland. And what happened was the universe put in front of me a mini version of the very castle that was on my vision board. I call it my mini castle now. And it's an old bank in a little town called Dalbeattie on the west coast of Scotland. And I took it on as a big project, and I've renovated it top to bottom. And I have 3 amazingly themed rooms, a Picasso room, a Monet room, and a Van Gogh room. And I do bed and breakfast outside of the retreats, but I run 4-day retreats here for women. And it is just an amazing experience.
Oh, and how can people, I know we have the website here, but tell everybody who's just listening how they can look the retreat up, the website.
Yeah, you can go to the website. We're also going onto a platform called We Travel. You can find it on my website, mandynicholson.co.uk. You can find me on all the socials. I'm always talking about it everywhere, and it's part of what I do. But give me a call, book a call, and have a chat with me.
Yeah. What does it feel like now, this far into your vision board that you have? How does that feel to be living your life right now?
It feels surreal at times, honestly, to be getting up every day and doing exactly what you love doing on a timescale that belongs to you, and serving these amazing creative women, because some of the businesses I'm building with them are just stunning. I've got so many different women doing so many. I've got people that have now got successful textile businesses, painting businesses, mosaic, sculpture, you name it, and people that have got courses or other things, neurodiverse communities that they've built for people that have neurodiverse conditions. So that feels pretty good, actually.
Yeah, I bet. I bet. I can't thank you enough for doing what you do, for encouraging creativity and art, and for putting the book together. Not just the book, but the people. You know, the co-authors of this book are now a community. Like I
Yep.
love the community that you're building. It's the book is called Beyond the Ordinary. It comes out on October 11th. Mandy, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my gosh, anytime. You come back anytime you want. You're fun.
I
Maybe next
will.
time we'll do some art together.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. We'll be right back after this, everyone. Thanks, Mandy.
Thank you.
You know what would be better than watching this commercial? Watching your commercial. Join the party that is Make Your Day Richer TV by advertising your brand, business, or project during the show. Use us to promote what you're doing to make our viewers' day richer. 1 month of advertising starts at $200. Scan the QR code or visit makeyourdayricher.com/advertising to start promoting today.
Are you an independent creative looking to take your career to the next level? Whether you're an author, illustrator, or thinking about getting into this industry, it's time to step into the spotlight at the Inkpreneurs Summit 2024. This November 1st and 2nd in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, we're bringing together the best minds in the publishing industry for 2 days of unparalleled learning and intimate networking. From hands-on workshops with industry experts to interactive networking mixers, you'll get the tools, connections, and insights to turn your creativity into a thriving business. And that's not all. Our Fresh Ink Pavilion is the place for new and emerging authors to showcase and sell their books, right in front of passionate readers and industry pros who are ready to support your journey. Plus, meet our incredible lineup of speakers sharing your secrets to success in publishing and beyond. Don't miss out. Secure your spot today and get ready to elevate your creative career. Visit inkpreneursummit.com to register. Let's give your creativity the success it deserves. See you in Winston-Salem.
And we're back, everyone. Thanks for being here. And thanks for Mandy for coming on the show. Make sure you get the book. Hey, okay, I love gifts, and I love things that come in the mail that are not bills. And our guest, Carol Ebert, who was here a couple weeks ago, sent me a lovely package. And I just wanted to thank her. One, it's a copy of her book, Too Busy for You, which is available on Amazon. Go get it. It's like a workbook. And I'm giving this to everybody for birthdays, Christmas. This is going to be a great, great book for people to really learn about themselves. And then she sent me all of the stuff, probiotics and meal stuff and amazing stuff. So thank you, Carol, for all of that. It's carolebert.com is her website, and we'll put that in the notes so you can go check her out. She is the wellness pioneer. She was into wellness and learned about wellness before wellness was a thing. So it was great having her as a friend and on the show. So go look at her episode. What else do I have to tell you? Okay. There is a new episode of the Wolf Media Fest podcast, which is a podcast for a media festival, the Wolf Media Festival, that I co-host. If you are a creative of any type, an author, you're making great TikTok videos, you are making movies, any type of creativity, there's probably a category for you. There are like 300 categories. It's insane. And we do a podcast every week with the winners. It's a monthly festival with a big shebang next April that all the winners can come to. And so here is the newest episode. Comes out every week, and it's available on YouTube and wherever you get podcasts. So take a look.
Not just come out of the movie entertained, but to go home and actually have something to process and maybe a new perspective.
100%. And I would add that that's, I think, the kind of therapeutic part, whether it be for the writer or for the actor who has to create the character. It may be both, depending on the script. But I think even when those aspects are maybe not explained in a movie, for better or worse, when it's a good performance, it's the actor who has dove into those attitudes, taken the introspection, figured out why his character is like that, at least for himself or their self, and put that on the screen. That's what provides a rounded performance, even if maybe the reasoning may not appear or be explicitly stated in the script.
Got it. Yeah. Sometimes it just comes through in the performance.
And as a director and a writer, it's like there's only so much I can do. Like it's like Raj said, like the actor kind of has to do their own process, you know.
Go to the Wolf Media Fest podcast, wherever you get your podcasts. And final thing, October 12th and 13th, which is next weekend, Waxhaw, North Carolina, Autumn Treasures Festival, 2-day event, family friendly. There's an entire kids like park. There's adult stuff, live music, food, beverages. And your host, Richard Wilmore, will be there all day, both days, introducing you to some amazing bands and telling you all about what's going on in Waxhaw. So come to Autumn Treasures if you're in Waxhaw next weekend. All right, that is it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. We've got 46,000 views and downloads of this program, and I can't thank you enough for being a part of it. On tomorrow's show, here we go. Who do we have? We've got the belly flies method with Cathy Gagliardi. We filmed her interview yesterday, and she is great. And she has a line of children's books that actually are for neurodivergent children. Great, great books. And the belly flies method that she came up with, she's going to talk about that. A great episode. I don't know the rest of the episode, but it was a great interview. Maybe I'll be awful after. Okay, that's it. Enjoy your day. Thank you for watching. Go make your day richer. Go make someone else's day richer, because you've made mine. All right? I love you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.